Okay, so happy International Women's Day for the 8th of March. And also I would like to thank the Australian Data Science Network team and the team for organizing this event. Moving on, I'm Vimukthini Jayalath, and I go by the pronouns she and her. I'm a graduate student at the University of South Australia, focused on learning analytics, and also the WIB's ambassador for Sri Lanka. So I come from a small island in the Indian Ocean called Sri Lanka, and this is my parents at the graduation when I was 8 months pregnant. And this is my family that moved to Adelaide with me for my doctoral studies. My parents were, both of them were science grads, and they were the main reason that I had the exposure to so many different people doing different things in science in their own fields. And so in my journey during my primary education, when somebody would ask, do people would like my colleagues would say doctor, teacher, lawyer, and all the professions, but I would just say I want to do a degree in mathematics, and it continued for my secondary education. And during that time, I used to teach my friends and kids in the neighborhood, and I loved it. So during the university entrance exam, I chose to go to pursue a mathematics degree at the best university in Sri Lanka, without joining the engineering college, as usually people who get good results in maths would do. So during my tertiary education, I had the problem of whether I should major in mathematics or in statistics. So for that, I attended lectures from Professor Chandima Tilakaratna, Dr. Asuka Ramnaik, and Dr. Vilhari Artikala, which really helped me to get an idea about what statistics is. And the turning point was the session by Ms. Devini Senaratna, who's currently a research scientist at Meta, which made me choose statistics over mathematics. And that was mainly because she showed all the avenues that we can be a part of as a statistician. So moving on, I graduated as a stats major from the University of Colombo and joined London Stock Exchange Group as a data engineer. And during that time, I got married and I had a baby. So during my time at the London Stock Exchange Group, I was in charge of conducting data science training programs for the internal staff. And during the COVID pandemic, it was all online. And that's when I started to search about online learning engagement and how to keep people engaged during the online learning and everything in between related to online learning, MOOCs, and the education side of analytics. So that with that, I stumbled upon learning analytics and decided to pursue graduate education. It's my team at London Stock Exchange Group, happy after the final year-end party. And this is my auntie who encouraged me to pursue a career as a woman mainly. So with my parents' exposure and all the females that helped me to see a career in the future, I started my PhD journey at University of South Australia at the C3 lab, the Center for Change and Complexity in Learning. And this is my team at C3L, and we do research that combines theory, design, and data science, which is also called learning analytics. And my specific research is on graduate attributes, where I research on how undergraduates develop their graduate attributes throughout the 4 years of their journey in the degree program. So moving on as one of the 22 ambassadors in Sri Lanka for the Women in Data Science Worldwide organization, we are conducting outreach programs for schools starting in April, which I'm very happy to say. And also we focus on females who are Sri Lankan and who are in the data science field to spotlight through our events. And that's gaining traction. And I am so glad to be part of this initiative as well. So when I talk about the diversity and inclusion in data science, I believe it's very important to increase representation through mentorships, because when we see people who are doing things in life, we get inspired and we have those inspirations with us when we're moving forward. And the second one is making education accessible to everyone, because education is empowerment. And the next one is creating inclusive workplaces, because if you don't feel valued or recognized at your workplace, and if you don't feel included, then you would just drop out, right? So creating an inclusive workplace for anybody is very important. And then when it especially comes to women, and also in our journey when we become moms, promoting work-life balance at workplaces is also important in this diversity and inclusion journey in data science. So with that, I would like to say a big thank you for organizing this event, and let's connect through LinkedIn with this. Thank you very much, Kerry.